Should Justin Rose turn down the 2027 Ryder Cup captaincy, with Justin Rose reportedly set to rule himself out of contention for the 2027 Ryder Cup captaincy? Many in the golf world are questioning whether this is the right move. Paul Hyam explains why stepping aside might actually be the smartest decision for the 45-year-old Englishman. Rose, a seasoned Ryder Cup veteran, recently played in his seventh edition of the event at Bethpage Black, where he impressed once again by winning 2 points from 3 matches. Even at 45, Rose demonstrated that he can still compete with the sport's young rising stars in high-pressure match-play scenarios. His performance highlighted not only his skill but also his enduring competitive spirit, a reminder that he is far from finished as a player. With Luke Donald completing back-to-back Ryder Cup victories as captain, the European team faces a potential leadership reshuffle. Donald, who may consider a third term, has earned the right to decide for himself whether to continue. If he opts out, names like Justin Rose and Francesco Molinari immediately emerge as frontrunners for the prestigious role of captain. However, according to the Telegraph's James Corrigan, Rose has already ruled himself out of captaincy contention. His reasoning is simple. He believes he still has the ability to make the 2027 Ryder Cup team as a player at Adare Manor in Ireland. Considering his recent form, this decision could be both strategic and wise. Rose's choice to potentially remain a player rather than a captain makes perfect sense for several reasons. Firstly, he has shown that he remains highly competitive on the PGA Tour, winning events in 2025 and finishing runner-up to Rory McIlroy in an epic Masters playoff at Augusta National. Additionally, Rose has climbed back into the top 10 of the official World Golf Ranking, a testament to his enduring consistency and elite skill. Moreover, Rose thrives in the Ryder Cup environment. His record shows that he is not just a talented individual but also a reliable team player. He has been a great partner in doubles formats and is unafraid of standing his ground in intense confrontations, such as his memorable showdown with Bryson DeChambeau and DeChambeau's caddy during the 2023 matches. This combination of skill, experience, and fiery competitiveness makes him an invaluable asset to Europe's roster. By choosing to focus on playing rather than captaining, Rose ensures that Europe could benefit from both his performance on the course and his leadership presence in the locker room. A captaincy role, while prestigious, might limit his ability to contribute directly in matches, a risk Europe cannot afford if they aim to defend their title successfully in 2027. In the end, Justin Rose's decision to potentially decline the captaincy underscores a crucial truth: sometimes, the greatest leadership comes from excelling as a player. By continuing to compete at the highest level, Rose may ultimately have a bigger impact on Europe's Ryder Cup success than he would as captain. For fans and pundits alike, it's a reminder that the game's legends still have plenty to offer both on and off the course. While ruling himself out of the captaincy may surprise some fans, it highlights a strategic decision by Rose. By staying in contention as a player for the 2027 Ryder Cup, he ensures Europe benefits from his experience, consistency, and leadership on the course rather than solely from the sidelines. Rose's potential presence on the team could be a game-changer. He brings unmatched composure under pressure, having thrived in Ryder Cups against top American opponents. His tactical knowledge of match-play formats, paired with his ability to mentor younger teammates in real time, allows him to contribute both as a player and as a guiding influence, a dual role that few can fulfill as effectively. Additionally, Rose's recent resurgence on the PGA Tour shows he is far from past his prime. Winning in 2025 and narrowly missing out at the Masters demonstrates he can still compete at the highest level. Europe could leverage this form to strengthen its lineup, especially with the home advantage at Adare Manor in Ireland. Having a veteran like Rose in the team would provide both confidence and stability, particularly in high-pressure moments during singles or doubles matches. By focusing on playing, Rose also preserves the chance for fresh leadership in the captaincy role. If Luke Donald decides against a third term, Europe could see new strategies and dynamics introduced by other potential captains like Francesco Molinari, while Rose concentrates on delivering points on the leaderboard. Ultimately, Rose's decision underscores a broader lesson in sports. Sometimes the most significant contributions come not from titles or roles, but from performing at your best when it matters most. If he competes in 2027, fans may witness one of the most inspiring displays of veteran skill and leadership in Ryder Cup history, showing that age and experience can coexist with top-tier performance. Europe's Ryder Cup team is shaping up for an exciting 2027, and whether as a player or captain in the future, Justin Rose's influence will remain undeniable. Form can ebb and flow, but 2 years isn't such a long time, and especially in the Masters and the Open, he could easily show up and claim a second major. He's got 17.5 Ryder Cup points in his career from his 16 wins in 7 appearances, and the way he played in New York suggests he'd be a real asset in Ireland. A second point to note is that appointing a player like Rose could lead to a similar situation Team USA found itself in this year with Keegan Bradley. Namely that Rose could continue with his good form, win a few big tournaments, and then be on the cusp of qualifying for his own team, which as we've seen can open a big can of worms. All the Will he discussions about being a player captain can't have helped the USA in the build-up to Bethpage, so with someone still playing well it's best left alone. Plus, for Rose personally, he'd be kicking himself if he accepted the captaincy then was playing well enough to make the team again, as Ireland will certainly be his last chance. Justin Rose Ryder Cup future, playing or leading at Bethpage Black, Bradley was eager to step onto the course, knowing he was among the 12 best American players who had qualified, but instead, he found himself roaming the fairways as a non-playing captain. Justin Rose is unlikely to want to face the same situation. While being a captain is a tremendous honor, Rose's situation is different. Bradley may have felt that leading the team was worth sacrificing perhaps his last chance to compete, but for Rose, the decision isn't so straightforward. At 45 and still competing at the highest level, Rose clearly wants to contribute directly on the course rather than sit out matches. That said, his time as a captain will almost certainly come. Ryder Cup Europe tends to favor leaders with experience, which means the 2027 edition in Ireland could be an ideal opportunity for Rose to serve as a vice-captain if he does not qualify as a player. In this role, he could still have a significant influence on the team while leaving the younger generation to compete, particularly in a home Ryder Cup where wildcards may be used to give emerging players an opportunity. There is one caveat. To fully play a role, Rose may still need to qualify through his performances, as selection priorities will likely favor youth and potential. Balancing personal ambition with the strategic needs of the team will be key for him as Europe prepares for Adare Manor. Ultimately, whether as a player, vice-captain, or future captain, Justin Rose's presence in the 2027 Ryder Cup promises to be a vital part of Europe's strategy and a reminder of the enduring value of experience, skill, and leadership in the world's greatest team competition.